save the community in which I've sent her into. She can save those grandchildren that need her to stand in the power and authority that God has given her. So she can be the mother that those children desperately need, even if their father's not there. So what tabernacle meeting is God calling you into? But God wants a set place. He wants a set time in which his presence can literally take over. And you will feel him lifting the burdens. You will feel yourself being made new in his presence. And as you bring along the assistant who's just serving you, your niece, your nephew who's just there helping and watching the tent, God is raising up a successor that will go even further than what your eyes can see. Because of your obedience to isolate yourself from the busyness, to remove yourself from the sin that keeps holding you back, that you keep going to as an idol in your life. Once they see you set yourself apart, it is going to literally catapult them into their destiny as well. Because you're that example. And it doesn't take many. All God needs is one. It doesn't take everyone from Zimbabwe. He's already set you apart and ordained you for such a time as this. Moses was one. God held back the destruction for the whole nation because of Moses. They were worshiping the idol. They were worshiping the golden calf. But Moses said, but God, what are people going to say? What would the Egyptians say? Did you bring them here out of bondage to kill them in the wilderness? That's not a good look. So your prayer, the prayer of Moses, is literally making the difference if people are going to live through God's grace and mercy, or are they going to be wiped out and fall into destruction as the enemy is running rampant, seeking for whom he may devour. But in this room, we may be small, but we're mighty, because all it takes is one. And when there's crowds of people, it's easy to think someone else is going to do it. But in this room, each of us is that one. We all have been called to be that Moses, that deliverer for the very thing that God has called us into. But God is saying, you have to come away with me. You have to set yourself apart. You have to get away from the thing that keeps you going in the sin cycle and the wilderness over and over again. He says, come away with me. Come away with me. When I say come away with me, I imagine dancing. That's what I keep going with this. I imagine dancing with God. I do. Like when someone says come away, I imagine like running on a vacation or a beach. Like it's escape. Coming away is like get those other things off your mind. Come away with me. Like let yourself be free. Let your mind be still. Come away with me. Know that I got you. In the Song of Solomon, if you just read chapter 1 and 2, it's very romantic. And as you read the Song of Solomon, God is saying, like, his arm is under our head and his other arm is over our body, comforting us. Like, I imagine God wrapping his arms over me and, like, whisking me away into this safe place. So his presence is that safe place as we literally live in his presence in that tabernacle meeting. God is going to give you the specific instructions of how to deliver the people in which you have been called to set free.